Hello everyone, this is Jerry Pacey, Product Manager at Pepperl+Fuchs for the SmartRunner. Today we want to discuss some quick tips and key features for the SmartRunner Matcher and SmartRunner Matcher Extended. So for today's SmartRunner video, what we want to focus on is the SmartRunner Extended's ability to use multiple profiles. So the first thing that we want to do is connect the SmartRunner up to Vision Configurator like always. So we want to make sure that 2D and 3D is selected, SmartRunner, hit refresh COM ports, and then click OK. And then in a couple seconds, we'll be back into the software. So from the main screen, the first thing that we want to do is go directly to diagram view. And with the first target that we want to teach in the position that we want, we're going to hit get lines. And from there, we're going to do our normal teach process. So we have our object and we want to start moving the evaluation and teach boxes right over the actual target. So kind of moving these in just like this, make it a little smaller. So right here, that first target actually is just a really thin piece of rubber. It's maybe 2 millimeters tall. So once we do that, we're going to hit fit to line, and now we got a much better view. Zoom out. Again, this is pretty standard stuff. Moving the teach area in. Zoom out a little bit. Grab the evaluation area. Bring it closer. Fit to line. And I would say that's pretty good. So from there, we can teach it. So I hit the teach button. Go over to result view. So on the sensor, you'll see in the result view, you have a green LED. That means they accepted it. We go to start request. Then you'll see under result, it also says good. Our quality is very high. Nothing's changed. So from there, we want to stop request. And now we're going to add that to a profile. So from there, we go to matcher below and then multi-profile. So the first thing you want to do is activate the first one. Say yes to that. So that's basically selecting the first slot for the profile. And the only thing we want to change here from the normal is if I go to match, and we want to change the tolerance object because I have 5 targets here, and the difference between all of them I would say is more than just 5 millimeters. So we want to adjust that down from the standard 5 millimeters to, I'd say 2 millimeters. So I'm going to change that down. And we're going to save that one. So we have the first one activated. We have the first one taught. Now we're going to save it. And you can name it whatever you choose, but for this, I'm just going to simply name it part 1. You can also put some notes down here, but for this example, it's not necessary. So we'll click OK. So now everything about that first target is saved. So now if we move it from the first target down to the second or third one, you'll see immediately the result will go bad. And if I start request in the software, it also reflects that same thing. And you can see the difference is very big. So the first target was 99 to 100 in quality good, and now it's 16, 17, very, very different. So now I'll hit stop request. Let's move on to the second one. So now that the second target is already in place, the first thing we'll do is go to profile 2, activate, click yes, that's fine. And then we're going to teach it again. So I'll go here, hit get lines, see what the target looks like. So I'll hit reset view there. And then again, just like before, we're going to move around our teach and evaluation boxes to make it fit the target. That's good enough. Now I hit fit the line and then teach it. So immediately you'll see the result go to green. And if I go to result view, just like before, hit start request, you'll quickly see the result is good. The quality good is very high. Stop request, go back to our matcher and then multi-profile tab. And now we're going to save this one. Keeping it simple, we'll name it part 2. Not necessary for any notes. We'll hit OK. And now the second target is saved. So for the next 3 targets, we're going to move a little bit quicker because the process is exactly the same. So now that we have all 5 profiles taught into the sensor, what we're going to do is switch between them just to prove that it works. So I'm on 5 now. Let's switch to profile 2. So within the software, again, matcher, multi-profile, click on profile 2. And the little arrow here is what shows you the profile that's activated. So I have it on 2, and now I'm going to click activate. Click yes, and then you'll see that little arrow populate under 2. So now it's looking for profile 2, which is why on the physical sensor you can see the result is bad. If I hit start request, it's also bad. So now we're going to move it around to see when it goes good. Still bad. Profile 3, still bad. As soon as it gets to profile 2, works just fine. Profile is good. So now let's try it again. Stop request. Let's pick profile 4. Again, select it, hit activate, yes, and then you'll see the arrow go down. And this is important that you will need to do this for every target that you want to switch or every profile. So now it's looking for profile 4. So if I hit start request and go to profile 1, it's bad on the sensor and in the software. Passing profile 2, still bad. Passing 3, still bad. As soon as we get to 4, the profile's good. You can see it on the physical sensor and, of course, in the software. So I'll stop requests. And for the next ones, we'll move a little quicker. I think you guys get the idea. So now that all 5 profiles are proven, the next thing we want to focus on is the actual output LEDs on the sensor. So right now I have profile 2 selected, and in the software you see it's good. And then if you look on the physical sensor, then you'll actually see that the match 1/2 has an amber light. So that means profile 2 is good. If I switch profiles, stop request, and let's just select profile 4. If I activate that one, meaning it'll look for profile 4, and hit start request, you'll see on the actual sensor, it's a red light, meaning the profile does not match, and in the software it's also bad. So now if we move it to profile 4, of course it goes good. In the software you see that, but then on the actual sensor, if you look under match 3/4, 4 is amber. That represents a good target. So just something to keep in mind that you do have LEDs that will represent the output of the sensor. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you found the video useful. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And have a nice day.